Alrighty, let's go ahead here and dive into personal reading order number 27. 27, you'd like to know which shadow parts of yourself are in need of healing right now. Let us see. Alrighty, I hope we can, whoa, throw you around there. I hope we can see everything here. Let's bring that down a little bit there. Alrighty, so any commonalities that we see right off the hop, I see the fact that we have 2 5s coming forward. When we have 2 to overcome difficulties but see things forward in a new way if we allow ourselves to push forward. So there may be something going on here where you need to allow yourself to push past the change, or push past the challenge, I should say, and allow change to come forward, allow new opportunities to come ahead, so that there can be an opportunity here to see things move forward in a new way for yourself instead of being rooted and structured to the idea of the old. So as we're moving forward here, we see this to the past. We don't necessarily allow ourselves to move forward in a new way, and maybe we logicalize this, right? The King of Swords can say, maybe we bring out logic as to why we need to see something in a particular way or need to hold on to something in a particular way instead of allowing ourselves to be forward in the new. So your subconscious mind here may be holding on to, or even your conscious mind, maybe holding on to the old and keeping it hidden deep down within. As we talk about the secrets, so there might be something here about the past is very conflicting, and we're holding on to the past, whether it be the way that you know it or not. The moon and the high priestess coming ahead here comes forward in a place that talks about really pushing things deep down. So your inner self here, your shadow self, may be coming forward in a place of holding on to the past, holding on to shoulda, coulda, woulda. We used to be able to do this, wanted to be able to do that, and we just kind of get into this place of holding on to the past instead of allowing ourselves to move forward in the new. So the logical mind seems to be holding you back instead of allowing you to move forward, and kind of keeps things stuck instead of allowing a sense of flow to come ahead. So the portion of yourself that's stuck on the past, the portion of yourself that's stuck on the old, needs to kind of let things go so that new opportunities can come forward. And there may be a need to find the balance here of doing things quickly versus doing things slowly. We have this idea of overcoming difficulties can't be forced. So maybe we're wanting to have things be our way, or wanting to do things in a particular way. And the idea of, like, if we allow it some time to come forward, then it can move ahead. But if we try to force it and make things happen too quickly, we might find ourselves fall into this place of ego or fall in this place of difficulties instead of allowing a flow to come forward. There may be also the idea of keeping to yourself instead of allowing yourself to connect with other people, being open and sharing and expressing yourself in different ways with other people can really allow things to move forward for you in a way that can open up some doors and open up some recognition of these patterns here of holding back or keeping secrets or suppressing things. And if you were to allow yourself to kind of shine into your own energy here, you may be allowed, or you may be able to realize where you kind of hold on to these old patterns instead of allowing yourself to be in a place of new. So what I would say here when it comes to this combination is the parts that need healing is the parts that are not allowing you to grow, because you're held onto the past, especially emotional ties to the past, that you cover up the emotional aspect of it with logic. I need to hold on to this, let's use an example, t-shirt because it really reminds me of the past and I need to hold on to that. Well, do you ever wear this t-shirt? Oh, okay, no, I don't ever wear this t-shirt. Do you put it on display? Is there some sort of way that you could put it out there? No, it just kind of hides in the closet. Well, maybe you can use that hanger, maybe you can use that spot in the closet for something else, right? We can't just logicalize it and say, oh, well, this thing means so much to me because of this memory and whatever, whatever, whatever. Keep ourselves tied to it because there's an emotional aspect when it doesn't serve us a purpose, right? We may be being in a place of conflicting growth or like stopping growth because we're allowing our emotions to keep ourselves past stuck in the past, I should say. Also, this portion of speed, right? Needing things to happen a lot more fast than perhaps what the energy is coming forward here. When we are asking for something to come ahead, we need it to come forward with stability, yes, so that it can stay. But if we want it to come forward with speed, it's not going to come forward with stability. So maybe when we emotionally tie ourselves to a situation and then expect an outcome to come forward, that is the energy that needs to be healed here as well. Allowing things to move forward at its own natural pace instead of like trying to make it happen can be incredibly well for you there too. And then again, being very open to other people instead of keeping things to yourself or allowing people to influence you in a negative way. Focusing on the connections that are uplifting for you and really recognizing where these connections can be uplifting versus detrimental is something that's going to be important here to recognize there as well. Rather than, again, just being kind of on the surface level of things or even recognizing the emotional attachment that you have to a particular person. Really allowing yourself to dive in deeper to these situations and realizing why you're attached to somebody or why you want to be attached to somebody can help you out in terms of finding the best connections for you instead of, again, just holding on to people because you have an emotional attachment to them. So I would say the top three things are timing, expecting to have something happen a lot more quickly than it is, the energy that you surround yourself with, and the attachments that you have to people, and the attachments emotionally that you have to the past that you try to use logic to keep in your life, even though it doesn't necessarily make sense when you lay it out, or even really when you lay it out, see it as a need to continue on into your present moment and future. So let me think of one quick example here. Let's say you have somebody romantically that you're saying, well, we were really good together in the past, and so I feel like we could have a good opportunity to connect with each other in the future. Well, that's using logic based because we have emotions here to try and connect, but it doesn't necessarily make sense. Just because you've connected with somebody in the past doesn't mean you need to connect with them in the future. And so we may be creating conflict for ourselves because we hold on to this particular person when it just doesn't make sense logically when we lay it out on paper to say our future, right? And so when we look at it, we may be holding on to this past energy, even though it makes no sense for our future, right? It's just on kind of on a hypothetical when it comes to moving forward that they would be beneficial for us, but we don't actually know that they're going to be beneficial for us. We're just using that as a logic to keep them around, right? So there could be some things like that that kind of need to be drawn attention to when it comes to this energy as well. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Yes, I have received your order. Let's go ahead here with 28. 28, let us see, at least till August 12th or in August in general. Let us see. So we have the Six of Wands coming forward here, which comes forward with confidence and an opportunity to excel, to get what we're looking to see come forward. So with that, I would say yes, but I would say not necessarily August 12th as a cutoff point. I would say more of the idea of August in general would be better, because when we see the Four of Pentacles coming forward, there is something that's a bit held back. The Four of Pentacles would talk about ways that we guard ourselves instead of allowing flow to come forward, where we may not be or we may not be overly open to being in a place of like putting out our heart, right? To being vulnerable, right? We don't really want to be vulnerable. So there may be something going on here where they may keep to themselves for a little bit of August. They have maybe a hard time opening up. There could be something that's going on here like that. But overall, I do see the idea of a yes coming forward here. This energy that comes ahead with the Six of Wands wants you to be successful. It wants to move things forward for you. It wants to create an opportunity of the flow. It wants to see the energy be successful. So I would say a yes when it comes to this combination. But again, maybe there's something going on that's a little bit held back, that doesn't overly allow a sense of openness to come forward. There's something that is a little bit difficult, or there's something that is a little bit vulnerable for them, and they're just having a hard time here in being overly open, or they're having a hard time in being expressive about certain things that can make things difficult to connect with. So I would say yes on this idea, but I wouldn't put it with the energy of the 12th. I would more so say in August in general. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. No worries. Thank you so much for allowing me to do your reading for you. you'd like to have a personal reading here today, go ahead and check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now, so if you'd like to have a personal reading done on the live here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. But these are paid personal readings, these are not free. Let's go ahead here for personal reading order number 29. 29, you'd like to know, what do you need to know about the next several days? Let us see. So I saw this King of Swords in the upright before it flipped in the reverse, but we'll take both ideas. So some things are going to be very clear and some things are not going to be very clear. And it's important that we don't automatically jump to conclusions when it comes to thinking about things, and just over the next, several days here in general, that we allow more of a sense of like flow to come forward. The energy around you here right now wants to create union, connection, and opportunity. We want to be able to see value come forward. We want to be able to see connections come ahead. We do not want to be in a place of difficulties, and we don't want to be in a place of isolation. So the more you can be around people, the better that it's going to be for you here over the next couple of days. It's not to say that you can't spend time alone, but making sure that you are in a place of like closeness or connection to people that bring you value is going to be important, because it's going to allow a sense of like self-reflection over the next couple of days. You can really learn by connecting with other people. So the more you find yourself connecting with other people, the more you're going to see opportunities come forward towards you, self-reflection come ahead, and just kind of creating this space of flow and value. Now, the Two of Swords says, don't allow other people to sway your decisions and sway your mind when it comes to moving forward and taking action, or just different directions in general, because this energy really wants to have an opportunity for you here to hone into your own intuition and then allow yourself to move forward with that. And the more you allow yourself to be in this place of like taking in other people's directions or ideas when it comes to moving forward, the more you might find yourself sway off of the path that's meant for you to move forward in, or meant for you to kind of connect with. So I see this combination coming forward here strongly as not everything is going to be as it seems over the next couple of days here. So allow yourself to truly be in this space of allowing flow to come forward, allowing openness to come ahead, and different directions to move forward as they need to. And make sure you are being in this place of like taking time to connect with yourself, taking time to kind of hone in on your own intuition, taking time to think about things before just going ahead and taking action. Because the allowance of like time and the allowance of space to move forward is really going to give the opportunity and value for more here, and the value for you to kind of connect in new ways. So decisions are coming ahead. Connections are coming forward. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to making things happen. And you'll find opportunities come forward towards you here in a really beautiful direction, in a very beautiful space. But again, we kind of just need to be in this place of like allowing the flow to come forward, and trying not to overly push for things to happen, or trying not to overly force things to come forward. So that's what I would say. So again, if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 30, 30. And I need to go grab the 0. 1 second. All right, so 30. You'd like to know thoughts and feelings. Let us see. All right. So this is strongly thinking about how can we create a good vibe between the two of us, right? The idea of the Six of Cups wants to create memories, it wants to create flow, it wants to have opportunities of connection. We're wanting to see the good come forward. We do not want to be in a place of difficulties. We do not want to be in a place of issues. We instead just want to have an opportunity here to have the good come ahead. And we want to be in a place that really creates flow and creates an opportunity of value to come forward. We want to be able to be in a place. Sorry, I didn't know what that noise was. We want to be able to be in a place that creates memories, right? And so when we have the style of combination come forward here, it's like they are feeling very passionate about you, feeling excited about you, feeling a sense of like pull or attraction or desire. But it's very much focused in on like, how do I use this energy for good so that we can have an opportunity to be around each other, so that we can have an opportunity that creates flow, so we can have an opportunity that creates memorable moments in terms of connecting with you. So this is them really wanting to be in a space of connecting, seeing good energy come forward, and to just have an opportunity to be around you. Now, when we see the King of Swords coming forward, this is them also being in a very strong logical place about how to connect. We want to make sure that we are not bringing forward any sort of issues or difficulties. We want to make sure that we are strongly bringing forward an opportunity to connect in a way that's going to create more and more good, create more and more flow, and just have an overall beautiful energy around like the idea of connecting itself. So I see them being in a place of just thinking about connecting with you and feeling very passionate about being in your energy, or passionate about the idea of being around you. So let's go ahead and dive into your next question and see when they will ask you on a date. So we have the Four of Swords flopping in the reverse here with this Nine of Pentacles. This is going to take a little bit more time. It's going to be longer than what you would like, because when we have the Four of Swords flop like that in the reverse, it would talk about a time of needing to rest. So even though they are very passionate and very action oriented here when it comes to you, it seems like they are also in a place here of needing to take things slowly and think things through a little bit more before they can go ahead and take action. They don't want to maybe make any sort of wrong decisions, and instead they want to make sure that they are taking their time so that they can come forward in a logical way and connect in a way that is going to allow growth energy to come forward between the two of you, instead of being in a place that could create difficulties or disaster. So I see the energy strongly coming forward here of like needing to take some time before they go ahead and take any sort of action. So this combination is going to let us know that it's not going to be in the next couple of days. You're looking at, further than a week away in terms of asking you on a date. This energy is very much taking its time to move forward, rather than trying to move fast to connect or fast to create some sort of flow or some sort of value or some sort of excitement, right? This energy really wants to take its time to move ahead. And this is something that's going to be a slow and steady wins the race, rather than fast action sort of direction here. So at least nothing for the next week is what I would say based off of this combination. It looks like it's going to take longer than at least a week here to be able to go ahead and ask you out there on a date. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Let me double check here. You did. I don't know what I was seeing there. Let's grab me one more card here. So we have that devil energy coming forward. So the devil can talk about fears. It can talk about restrictions. So there could be something going on here where right now they're just really tied up. They've got a lot going on. And it's just not something that they can maybe even extend themselves to be able to create that opportunity to connect in a date-like setting. Maybe they are just very, very busy here right now. And it's just not something that can come forward here for them. So it's like we maybe have responsibilities or things that are trying to come forward in our lives that hold a little bit more, I won't say importance, because I feel like that kind of comes forward as a bit of an odd word to use, but maybe hold more restrictive energy around scheduling or needing to make things happen. And then that kind of creates a bit of a difficult role when it comes to moving forward, or a difficult role when it comes to making things happen. So I would say here right now, it definitely is a lot longer than just the couple of days. It seems like things are trying to come forward here as like needing to take an extra bit of time. So based on this combination, definitely longer than, this matter of days. You're looking at least 1 week before there is any sort of kind of talk around the idea of going on a date. And again, it comes forward as like responsibilities or issues in that sort of sense. With the idea of the devil, it's like we've got things going on in our lives that are just kind of keeping us restrictive. We just can't find the time of day maybe to do the things that we want to do, and we have these other aspects of life that are just kind of keeping us away here when we see the devil card come forward. No worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do your reading for ya. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 31. You'd like to know, is he interested in you for something more? Let us see. All right. So based on this combination, I would say yes, but this is, we don't want to force something. The Knight of Cups says that we have a desire for something more here. We would like to see where things go. We're open to exploring the idea of more. But the Strength card says we do not want to force something. We don't want something to need to be anything in particular. We want to instead give it the time and space to become more, to allow the flow to come forward, to see where things go, right? There's that sort of energy that comes ahead. We do not want to be in the space here of needing things to move forward in a particular manner. So this is the energy here of like, I'm open to exploring as we enjoy each other's company more, as things start to progress into more, we're open to seeing where things go. But we do not want to be in a place here of like needing it to be in a particular manner, because the more that we kind of need it to be in a particular way or force it to be in a particular way, the more that we're going to find this energy coming forward here of things maybe ending up in a tower, and then it ends up in a place where it doesn't really work out, or it just feels forced, or it just feels like things are not flowing forward, and it kind of creates this point of difficulty instead of creating this point of opportunity. So I see them being in a place of saying, yes, I'm open to seeing where things are going. I am enjoying the idea of wanting something more. I don't want to be in a place where it just ends up passion based or anything like that. We want to be able to see where things can go for the idea of more, but we want to make sure that as things are progressing ahead, we are not like forcing it or needing it to be anything in particular. We want it to instead just allow this point of flow to come forward. And then just allow things to move as it needs to be, and kind of just give things the time and space to become, right? When we allow the sense of flow to come forward, we can allow newness to come ahead, we can allow opportunity to come forward. We don't need it to be in a particular way, and then there's no restriction. So that's kind of how I see this energy coming forward here. Like, yes, wanting something more, but not wanting to force anything to be. So what does he really think of you overall? Let us see. All right. So he really thinks of you as somebody who is very passionate and very attractive. With the Queen of Wands, this comes forward as attraction, passion, desire, excitement, the idea of wanting more, wanting to connect with you, wanting to be in your energy as somebody who's very fun to be around. The Ten of Pentacles can even come forward as a sense of comfort in being around as well. You're not somebody that makes them feel a particular way, self-conscious or things like that. Instead, you bring forward a sense of feeling very open or feeling very connective, or just kind of being in this place of flow and harmony. And the Three of Cups comes forward as somebody who's very uplifting, somebody who's, can be enjoyed to be around, somebody who brings forward the sense of flow and passion and value and excitement. Just really being in this place of like, it's very true and strong and genuine to be able to connect with you, and to just kind of have this opportunity to be in your energy is very opening or very freeing, and just kind of this, type of individual that allows a sense of flow to come forward and allows a sense of genuine connection to come ahead, instead of being in a place where we have to like watch ourselves, or be in a place where we are like self-conscious to any sort of degree. This energy strongly comes forward in a place of being at a flow, being very open, being very much in this place of like understanding and connection. That's how I see this energy coming forward here, as though you are somebody who brings forward a sense of like reassuring energy, brings forward a sense of feelings of connection, rather than being in a place of like unsure or overly analytical, or kind of being difficult to a degree. You just kind of bring forward this fun, freeing, excitement, passionate energy that makes things feel very connective and very true and very genuine. So they think of you as somebody who's very attractive, very fun to be around, and just somebody who brings forward the sense of good, rather than being somebody who maybe brings forward difficulties or issues. You just kind of bring forward a very freeing, opening, connective sort of energy here that moves things forward in a place that feels genuine. That's how I see this combination coming forward here. Alrighty, so if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, this is the last call to have a personal reading done. TemperanceandSage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, this is the last call to have a personal reading done. TemperanceandSage.com for the live personal readings. Thirty-two, you'd like to know, will the two of you reconcile after the argument? Let us see. All right, so I would say yes, it does look like there's an opportunity to reconcile here, but we have to make sure that we are doing so with genuine intentions and putting effort and time and energy into it. When we see the idea coming forward here of the Four of Pentacles, there could be something going on where we're feeling very insecure or we're feeling very vulnerable, and we don't overly just want to throw out our energy out there and say, here I am, ready to reconcile, pour my heart into you, right? There could be something going on there that makes the energy feel very reserved and very uncertain. And so we have to bring forward this idea of this magician, very open, very free flowing, very much in the space of like good intentions to connect and to create an opportunity of value and to just kind of be in this place of flow. To just kind of be in this place of genuine energy, right? Creating that sense of openness and opportunity allows newness to come forward and allows value to come ahead in a way that's going to create that vulnerability that we would need to see for a reconciliation, and just kind of the space to bring forward comfort for a reconciliation there as well. So I would say yes, it does look like the two of you will reconcile based on this combination. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. It's not something that's going to happen unintentionally. This energy looks like it strongly comes forward in the place of saying, if you allow yourselves to be in an open energy to connect, you will have the opportunity to see reconciliation come forward. And as you allow yourselves to be in this place of creating this, space for reconciliation, there's going to be more openness, more flow, more value, and more opportunity to come ahead instead of being in a place of difficulty. So intentional reconnections and also intentional vulnerability and openness is really what's going to get things to flow forward in that direction. But it does come forward in a space of like, not to say you have to make it happen, but you have to create the space for it to happen. It's not just going to happen willy-nilly. This is something that really needs that sort of space of vulnerability to come ahead in order to see things move forward in a way that's going to be the best for everybody involved. So I would say yes, based off this combination here. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading, this is the last call. TemperanceandSage.com for the live personal readings. If you are interested in having a personal reading here today, this is the last call to have a personal reading done here on the live. Alrighty, so I've gone ahead and switched it over for tomorrow morning. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. These readings are called the live personal readings. So if you are interested in having a personal reading done on the live, check it out. Temperanceandsage.com is the absolute only place that you can get a personal reading here from me. So, thank you everybody for joining me here today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and perhaps I will see you tomorrow morning. See you guys!